Hi broski! I recently came back from a 1 week solo trip to Texas. In just 8 days, I visited 5 cities: Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Fort Worth, and Dallas without a car. And I still able to visit all major attractions. Lots of people ask me how to plan such a trip and how it looked like. So I made this video from researching places to go, public transportation, to where to stay and the actual itinerary I used at the end. And FYI, I know no one in Texas. So here's how I do it. Let's go. For this Texas trip, I was playing this travel bingo on Instagram and realized the cities are all in Texas. So I decided to go to all 4 of them in one trip. How to arrange that is another story. So you would want to look at the cost to travel to each city and the distance between cities. So on my day of choice, I simply look up plane ticket from Chicago to these 4 cities, and on the way back, the plane ticket price for 4 cities going back to Chicago. The flight ticket from Chicago from Houston was the cheapest, so I choose that to be my first cities, and to Dallas back to Chicago was also the cheapest on the way back, so I choose that to be my last cities. And then for the remaining cities, I look at the map and see which cities are close to each others. I also look at a Greyhound bus ticket to see what's the travel distance between cities, which one is like the shortest and cheapest, to decide the order of the cities. So Austin was like really close to Houston's, so I choose that as my second cities. And from there, it's only like 1 or 2 hours buses away from San Antonio, so that's my third cities. And then Forward keep coming up when I research Dallas, so I choose that my fourth cities, and I end the trip at Dallas. So here's a Bible I live by every time I plan a trip. First, researching on TikTok. It is just such an easy way to know what attractions are there and how it looks like through short video on TikTok. I simply just look up what to do in Houston, what to do in San Antonio, and I just like keep browsing through like I'm on social media. Also, because it's so addicting, so it doesn't feel tired when you're researching on like places to go. And then every places I'm interested in, I just like put it on my Google map and save it to a list. So the second step, same thing, go on TripAdvisors, search for the top attraction list, and kind of like browse through the reviews too to see if you like this place or not. If you like it, put them on Google Map. Third step, kind of optionals. I also went to YouTube, searching for like travel vlogs like this, and sometimes read their travel blogs, do some Google research, and again, whichever places I think, oh my god, I want you to check this out, I just put them on Google Map. So now you have everything on Google Map, and you can easily see what places are in the same area. Then you want to group them together to do it for a day or half day, and so you can save time of transportations. Now, choosing when to travel to each area is like a puzzle game. So what I did is I opened my Google Calendar and I just start with like a random attractions I want to go, and I see, okay, how long I'm gonna spend time here. Like just try to estimate them based on TikTok and TripAdvisors. I put them at a random time, random date on like Google Calendars. Just be sure to be mindful about like their opening and closing hours, and just go from there. So after this play, which is like the nearest place to go, how many like minute for the bus to like go from here to there, how many hours I'm gonna spend like at that next places, and like just go from there, like just go from place to place. And while you're doing that, you will suddenly like, oh, I kind of want you to like go here in the afternoon rather than the morning. Then you can just like move the whole block, from morning to afternoon, and you can easily see where to go at which time. So voila, now you have an itinerary. And it also helps you to estimate like how many days you need to stay in the city to realistically like check out every single thing. Third step is transportation. Obviously, if you travel by car, just look for like what's the cheapest gas station here, or how to travel by car in the cities. I don't have a car, So researching what public transportations is necessary, I just simply go on Google search and see is there a bus, a train, or both in each cities, what apps you can use to buy digital ticket, because I just don't like to carry my cash and coins around. And is there a 1 day or 3 day pass that can save you some money? Usually there is. Um, and then if places are close together, I usually just walk. Here's my step count. But essentially, here's all the app I use in each cities. You can screenshot them. They usually have an app on App Store, so you just download them, sign up with your email, set up your payment. I use Apple Pay. Just be mindful if they operate 24/7 or like last trip and at 11 p.m. Then you kind of want to go home like before the last bus going. Okay, so final step is accommodation. So now you know where the attractions located in step 2, as well as the public transportation coverage in step 3. You probably know which area you want to stay for convenience. Obviously, I don't have a car and most of the attractions in downtown, so I would love to stay somewhere nearby. And then I simply go on Google Maps and Airbnb, put in the date and the length of stay, and just like go from there. The first thing I filter is price. I'm a budget traveler, so I like filter the price down to the point. I'm like, okay, there's some choices I can make here. Um, and then I look into the different reviews. I usually aim for 4.5 stars on both platforms because I'm solo traveling. I kind of like really prioritize safety and the cleanliness of the hotel. So, just going through all the comments, especially the most recent one, to see if there's any major problems with the hotel or with the areas. A lot of them in Texas, I see like have like people breaking in cars in the parking spot. I don't have a car, so I don't even like worry about them. But if you have a car, just be mindful of that. And like just looking through reviews, looking at the price, and then you kind of know like which is like the best places for you to stay, and then I can kind of just book it. Some places though, you can't find a cheap place for good quality like San Antonio, just because more like a family destination. So there's no hostel. All the hotels like a name brand like Hilton or Hyatt. So I kind of have to spend more on the hotel because the other option is just motels and it's like 2 to 3 stars. I wouldn't recommend them if you're solo traveling and if like you have enough money to pay for like a couple $100 more. But you can always find other ways to save money. For me, I have a Chase Sapphire card and it has like a 10% cashback on like a hotel chain. So I just choose that hotel chain and that's how I save like $40 on the hotel. And voila, now you have everything to finish the puzzles. Once you design a hotel, you kind of see where your hotel is close by to which areas. Then you might want to shuffle around your itinerary a bit just to make sure like to minimize that transportation time. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And that's just how I plan my trip. Obviously, once you have like the final itinerary, don't follow the schedule like rigorously because like sometimes you want to stay here more than you plan for because you enjoy it more, and sometimes one place just costs you like what 10 minutes to check it out and then you're done with it. So just have the itinerary in hand just to know like where to go next after you visit a place, so you don't have to be like, oh my god, I don't know where to go next. Oh my god, we should have visited that place yesterday because we were there yesterday, blah 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 blah. So having itinerary is like really helpful for that. But also like I skip like 1 or 2 places on my trip because I spend much more time at the places, and that's totally okay. So enjoy the trip, and if you want to see like the actual itinerary in actions, be sure to check out my vlog, which hopefully will be uploaded soon. Before the last seconds of my videos, here's the itinerary I use in each cities, and feel free to screenshot and use it in your trip. Bye.